step. On my hip, I call him Steph and Seth. Bitchy rich, my wrist. All tequila with my drip. Chrome hearts on my chest, I'm ballin'. I feel like the last one left. I put the X in flex. I'm shooting with my left like Harden.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. The Timberwolves hoping to give a strong showing here for their home crowd. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston. They were able to sweep the season series last year, completely controlling the play in each game.
And while they swept the season series against them last year, making it pretty clear how much separation exists between the two teams.
Yeah, these teams were not on even ground last year, but no matter what it looks like on paper, we see teams make big turnarounds every season.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout. These two teams are on the rise, RJ. Some fantastic young talent on display on both sides.
Oh, the future is bright, and these guys are the future. But don't look over the present, because they are already so exciting to watch. It's going to be a lot of fun courtside.
Now, here's Valanciunas. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Thanks very much. Stephen Silas had a few minutes before the game. He told me it's always a challenge when you face a team this opportunistic. He said those guys are going to look to take advantage of any weakness. We have to really communicate defensively tonight. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, thank you, David. Greg, real concerned about getting outshot early on. What do you think they can do to prevent it?
Well, you have to find a way to stay attached to the shooters. That means fighting through picks and helping one another.
Yeah, and clearly he wants his guys to play with energy and aggression on D. Quick feet, sharp movements.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the player. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Outside, Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
And you see Big Cat that has the size and coordination. Hard to bump him out of his rhythm.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Basket good.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
To the paint. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
In the corner, Bamba with it. Offensive rebound. Timberwolves leading by 4. Outside, Towns. Jones, no one around him. No good on the 3. Enzo Jordan will bring it up for Houston. Randall with the bucket.
And with his strength, Randall can finish through the contact better than most. It's part of what makes this guy so valuable.
Towns, the screen. And a wide open look for Valanciunas. No good on the triple. Right side, Garland. Griffin looking it over. In the corner, Bamba with it. Shot clock at 6. The 3 from Garland. The three-pointer is right on target. Garland's got 5 now.
The quick thinking of Garland in the pick and roll. His decision-making is so impressive.
Fox with it. Bamba picks him up. Fox, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Randall. Garland, no good.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Pass to Valanciunas. Towns with it. Minnesota calls timeout.
Making their way onto the court are your Minnesota Timberwolves Sixers. All right, let me hear you get up for your Timberwolves Sixers.
29 seconds left to play in the first. Shot clock at 5. Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Look at the power Simmons puts behind his drive, making it tough for the defense to stop him.
Harris outside. There's a screen by Collins. Morris outside. Driving inside. That one good for 2.
An efficient score inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
I mean, he's just making the D look foolish. I mean, that was one heck of a move to get himself the space he needed to operate.
And how about the slam to finish it off? Not too shabby either. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
And that one's good by Marley.
Yeah, Thunder Dan Marley, a lights-out perimeter scorer, a talented shooter from deep.
There's Garland. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
And Garland, a finalist for Most Improved Player of the Year in 2022, took a huge leap forward with his play.
A three from Marley. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, thank you very much. The Rockets are in a full rebuild, and they have a young roster which is taking its lumps. But Coach Stephen Silas says we very rarely give up. This team has a lot of fight, character, and grit, and we are learning. Kevin, it's a long process, but it's worth doing.
Yep, no shortcuts, David, but the journey is the reward. They're building from the ground up. It's fun to watch, and we thank you for that story.
And we've seen Towns take on more of a leadership role over the years, wanting to be the guy for this team. Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Here's Ivy. And it's off the back rim. No good. For Garland, he put in the work, and it all came together for him, GA.
His shooting reached a tipping point. Was given the keys as a playmaker, and this is a great situation for him. Well, he's made the most of it.
Johnson with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Out to Morris. Traps in the tray. Morris has got 5 now.
Yeah, a natural scorer. Ivy is developing into a tremendous playmaker.
Pass to Marley. Beyond the arc. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. Here's Ivy. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Morris. And the shot is long.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Pass to Bullock. Latrey. Kept alive, Minnesota. Valanciunas, good. And the action on hold as it appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Tough to see.
Yeah, it looks like he's in real pain. Definitely a concern right now.
Look, I'm no doctor, and I know that might be a surprise to a lot of you people, but look, that looked pretty harsh, and he's certainly going to have to miss some extended time.
Kicks it out to Collins. Can't connect from short range. Minnesota leading by 6.
Now that James Harden has left Houston, can we appreciate the 8 years he just had with the Rockets? He was an all-star every season in Clutch City.
Pass to Dinwiddie. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And stolen by Ivy. There's a minute 34 left in the first half of basketball. And you mentioned it, looking at the accomplishments for Harden in Houston, I mean, absolutely incredible.
Yeah, look, 8 seasons, and let's go down the list. 6 first-team All-NBA selections, an MVP, 3 scoring titles. Harden carried that franchise at times. Nearly got Houston to the finals, just ran into some tough luck. Well, yeah, and also the Warriors. They are tough luck.
They are. He also had the right coach, didn't he? The right coach at the right time for the right player. Here's Towns. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Towns has got the lead up to 11 now for the Timberwolves. Right side, Garland. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Yeah, it's like he just keeps going up and up. Limitless vertical for MJ.
That bucket in no time at all. Towns has got 6 points in the quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Inside, Bamba. Kicks it out to Garland. Goes up again. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Drafted 5th overall in 2019, Garland just continues to grow his game. It is impressive to watch him get better and more confident every year.
So both teams making some changes here. Timberwolves leading by 10. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
When Fox drives, he knows he's going to get contact, but he stays locked in and gets the foul call.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
And it's Fox with the jam.
Look at Fox get up. Okay, I see you flexing on him.
Lets it go with a 3. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Minnesota enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for us. And we'll be back with you shortly. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Time now for an injury report. We've got a chance now to check up on Marcus Morris' status. David.
Well, Kevin, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for the Rockets. He told me that although he twisted the knee pretty badly, nothing looks like it's torn. He's definitely out for this game, and they said there's a chance he could miss a few more games as well. We obviously hope it's fewer games, Kevin.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injuries, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some facts.
Richard, you were part of a Cavs team that came back from 3 games to 1 down in the NBA Finals to win the title. Remarkable. Just how hard was that to do?
Well, let me say this. I think it was the greatest championship ever. And I'm not being biased. Those are the facts. They were the defending champion. They had the 2-time MVP. They won 73 wins that year. So for me, that was the most special comeback because we played in the greatest championship of all time.
I'm assuming there was no doubt in your mind at all you would come back, correct?
That's a lie. There was tons of doubt in my mind, but I will say this. When you have a group of guys that stay together when you're down 3-1, it's because you believe in each other and we believed in ourselves.
Here's Jordan.
Yeah, the hustle from Simmons on D, it becomes infectious. Yeah, he brings his all on every possession.
Dinwiddie with it. He's got 6. Towns the screen. Pass to Marley. Launches a 3. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
And Ben Simmons, the epitome of a point forward.
He passes it well and plays huge for a guard at 6'11". It's crazy. It is very rare to see a player of his size with his skill set.
And here are the Timberwolves. They're on a 9-1 run. Kicks it out to Jones. Back to Dinwiddie. Offline with his 3.
Their first miss since the break. Still, I like how they've come out so far.
Pass to Ivy. Outside, Jones. Screen by Jones. And here's Ivy. Shot clock at 3. Houston needs to get a shot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Substitution for your Timberwolves.
Minnesota leading by 20. Pass to Martin. There's the triple. Knocks down the 3 ball. Marley's got 6 points in the quarter.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Ivy. It's not going to go for him. And Minnesota will come the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. And it's Bullock in the corner. A three-pointer, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
On the wing, Harris. Outside, Jones. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
Boy, this hurts to have to bring up, but I was there for the Rockets title-winning days back in '94 when I was with the Knicks. I saw Houston in the finals firsthand.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Pass to Harris. Back to Collins. And they get it. Another miss by Houston. Back-to-back titles for the Rockets in the mid-'90s. You were just talking about that. Greg, what sticks out to you about those teams?
First and foremost, the dream. Hakeem Olajuwon, he doesn't get his due at times, but the dream is one of the all-time greats. Olajuwon's defense really changed games.
In the corner, Bamba with it. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
14 foul.
And right now, Bamba is still working on the offensive side, but the intent is there, able to draw that foul.
He hits the second from the line.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
We've got 1:13 left in the third quarter. Pass to Towns. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Bamba.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
And you know how that play's going to end. Jordan in the air, adjusting effortlessly.
Here's Dinwiddie. Makes it off the glass. Dinwiddie's got his 3rd basket of the night.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Randall left side. And some nice passing there by Houston. Bamba sets a screen. And Jordan gets it to go. Jordan's got 6.
Yeah, high percentage look for Jordan. It has every move you could ask for in the painted area.
Now Dinwiddie. He's got 8. It's Thomas on the wing. Back to Marley. Fires the 3. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Marley's got 9 points here in the second half. And so it's Minnesota with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. The scoring has been
24.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And here's Houston. Outside, Jones for 3. And it's Fox with the rebound.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Randall down low. This game is always changing, and there are fads, there are cyclical, RJ, in so many ways. Here we have the last 4 MVP winners, all 6'11" or taller. When a lot of people think it's a game of 6'6", 6'7" guys.
Yes, that's true. And I'm glad that it's starting to come back. You know why? Because I had to go against Shaq and Tim Duncan and David Robinson my first 2 times in the finals. And everyone's like, you're 0-2. It's like I had to go against those Giants. I'm glad to see that Giants are back and dominating the game.
Yeah, clearly the big men are not extinct.
Nope.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Coach has to be happy with Simmons' intensity tonight, fighting hard for his looks on offense.
Randall outside. To the middle. Kicks it out to Jones. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
Show off his insane jumping skills. He sees it.
The wide open look here for Garland. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Simmons with it. Jones covering. Back to Simmons. Pass to Valanciunas. Shoots the 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Here's Garland. The slam dunk by Garland.
Yeah, just a solid athlete. It's so fun watching Garland, a little guy, rise up and finish.
Outside, Fox. And there's the call on Michael Jordan. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Simmons feeling it out a bit. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Outside, Jones. 6 on the shot clock. And then Simmons slams it in.
Authoritative move by Simmons, throwing it down on the defense.
Tipped away. Fox with the steal. Simmons with it. Bamba picks him up. And it's Simmons penetrating. And Simmons slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Here's Randall. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
And Greg, just like you, Julius Randle is a southpaw. Left-handed.
Yeah, you know, the angles are different for lefties. We operate a little differently. And I think that can throw defenders off. So I'm always going to pull for the southpaw.
Greg, you read about Jimmy Butler starting his own coffee company, and he did that in the NBA bubble, and he drinks, he said, about 5 cups of coffee a day. Do a lot of NBA players drink coffee to keep them going and get that extra burst?
Absolutely. I remember drinking coffee on the bench late in my career. It's kind of a comfort food, warms you up a little bit, and all good things that can get you ready for action, I'm for it.
It's stolen by Jones. Towns down low. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Randall with the block.
When Randall is engaged defensively, he can make some spectacular plays and really brings an intimidation factor to the game.
Outside for Jordan. Clock at 6. Back to Bamba. And another shot. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
The assist.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. And this will go in the record books as a doubting win for the Timberwolves.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that. And man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Ben Simmons.
He did a great job following his team's game plan and not rushing anything on offense, which allowed him to catch fire.
And here's Jones. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. And the outcome of it.